The fifth part of the movie begins with Harry. He is sitting in the garden alone. He tries to listen to the news bulletin because he knows if there is something concerning the return of Voldemort or magical incidents. But suddenly, Dudley appears with his friends next to Harry. They begin to mock him. They bully him. Harry becomes very upset, but he does not use his wand on them because the Ministry of Magic might know. It is forbidden for students whose age is under 17 years that they use magic outside the school. While they are standing, suddenly they find the sky has become its color dark. The weather begins to cool. So quickly, all of them run out. Harry and Dudley go to hide in a tunnel. But suddenly, an attack happens on them from the Dementors. They begin to suck their souls. Already, they both become on the verge that they die. But in that moment, Harry uses his magic wand. He makes the spell Expecto Patronum on the Dementors because he drives them away from him, he and Dudley. At that time, their neighbor Fig comes to check on Harry and Dudley. She takes them up to the house because Dudley is still in a state of shock from what happened. Harry knows from Fig that Dumbledore sent her specifically to live in the house that faces them because he is afraid for him since when Voldemort returned again. After that, Harry takes Dudley. They enter the house. As soon as Vernon sees his son in that state, he keeps insulting Harry. He tells him that all the disasters happened to them because of his magic. In that meantime, a talking letter arrives to them from the Ministry. They tell in it Harry that he violated the laws. He used magic outside the school. He is under the legal age. Because of that, they had to expel him from the School of Magic. Also, the Ministry will try him itself. Of course, at that time, Harry becomes angry. He goes up to his room. He is angry. While Harry is sitting alone, he is surprised that Moody and members of the Order of the Phoenix come to take him. We know that the Order of the Phoenix is a secret group of wizards under Dumbledore. Its main goal is to fight Lord Voldemort and his followers from the Death Eaters. The group was founded the first time in the period of the First Wizarding War, before the fall of Voldemort in the night in which he tried to kill Harry Potter. From the most prominent members of the group are Dumbledore, the founder of the group and its leader. Also Sirius Black and Lupin, who was the professor of Defense Against the Dark Arts. Molly and Arthur, who are the father and mother of Ron. Also Moody and a girl named Tonks. This is a girl who can change her shape. Snape, he is also one of the members. Also, there is one named Kingsley Shacklebolt working in the Ministry of Magic. The headquarters of the Order of the Phoenix, this is in the house of Sirius Black. This is a secret place, no one can see it, except if he knows the secret. When Harry arrives at the house, he sees the Order of the Phoenix holding a meeting together. But they do not want him to hear what they are saying. So he goes up to the room that is above. There he finds Hermione and Ron. As soon as Hermione sees him, she takes him in a hug because she heard that he was subjected to an attack from the Dementors. After the meeting, Harry goes down to dine with the Order of the Phoenix. He knows from Sirius Black that the Ministry of Magic is not able to believe that Lord Voldemort returned anew. They might not want to believe, because if they believed, then that means they are entering a fierce war. Currently, the Ministry of Magic is in a state of denial of what happened. Despite that, all the evidence is in front of them. The last evidence that Cedric was killed at the hand of Voldemort. Molly, the mother of Ron, is not wanting Harry to hear this talk, because he is still young. But Harry tells her that he wants to be a member in the Order of the Phoenix and participate with them in the war. So Sirius looks at him with all pride. He is happy with him. It is clear that the relationship of Harry-Sirius is not just a relationship of two friends, because it is stronger than that much. Sirius represents to Harry the family and the embrace and the safety and the father that he was deprived of all his life. Sirius, he also loves Harry very much. He considers him like his son, also sees in him the image of James, his true friend, the father of Harry. After dinner, Harry goes up. But as usual, he keeps dreaming many nightmares the night of the killing of Cedric. The next day, he goes to the Ministry because he attends the trial. Harry enters alone to the court. The investigation is conducted with him. Harry is confused. He does not know to defend himself until Dumbledore arrives at him. He tells him, in front of the minister, that Harry did not wrong in anything because he had to use magic, because he protects himself from the Dementors, because they were going to kill him. But the minister does not believe this talk because there is no witness to the incident. Perhaps Harry invented this whole story because he is not judged. Dumbledore had accounted for something like this. So he tells the minister that he brought a witness. The witness turns out to be Fig. So Fig sits in front of the minister. She tells him that she saw the Dementors with her eyes. They suck his soul. As soon as she saw these creatures, she felt at that time that happiness disappeared from the world. The weather became cold. After the court hears her statements, they decide to implement the verdict by majority of votes. The majority of the people who are sitting want Harry to get acquittal. Indeed, that happens. Harry gets acquittal. He returns to the school again. While he is entering the school, he meets a new student named Luna. We know that she is in Ravenclaw House. It is known about her that she is very intelligent, but her mind is always in another world. She loves to talk about strange things, but she is calm and innocent. She does not care about people's opinions of her. This makes her different and distinctive. After a while, Dumbledore holds a meeting for the students. He informs them that Hagrid will not teach them this year. Also, he informs them that Professor Umbridge, the deputy of the minister, will join their school because she monitors the situation of the students in the school. Also, she will teach them the subject of defense against the dark arts. The next day, Harry and his friends enter the first lesson of Umbridge. All of them are excited to learn defensive spells because the situation in the wizarding world has become dangerous after the return of Voldemort indeed. But the surprise that Umbridge tells them that they will not learn practical spells, meaning they will study only theory from the Ministry book without using their magic wands. Of course, Harry becomes very upset. He asks her how they will be able to protect themselves if an attack happens from Voldemort. So Umbridge replies to him coldly. She tells him that Voldemort did not return, basically. So at that time, Harry becomes angry. He quarrels with her. He tells her that Voldemort returned. He saw him himself, but she denies that. She tells him that he is a liar. She decides that she punishes Harry. She makes him write a sentence, "I must not lie," with a magic quill that carves the words in his hand instead of writing it on the paper. This matter, of course, is very painful. From after that day, and the school, its state turned upside down completely because Umbridge completely banned magic in the school. Also, she was punishing the students in painful ways through magic spells that torture them with it. This talk is forbidden basically in Hogwarts school. From after what happened, that the students began to feel that she is not only annoying, but she is also a danger to them. And especially with the return of Voldemort. So here, Hermione notices something no one had noticed. She understands why the Ministry sent Umbridge, and that because the Ministry is afraid that Dumbledore prepares the students to fight Voldemort. So they sent Umbridge because she monitors the school and prevents them from learning real defense. From that moment, and Harry and Hermione and Ron began to think to make a secret group. They learn in it real self-defense instead of relying on Umbridge who lies and spreads ignorance. After that, Hermione gathered the students, the protesters, about what is happening, offered them to join their secret group, made a list with the names of those who want to join the group. Harry becomes the teacher who will teach them magic because he is the only one who faced Voldemort himself. They decided after that they named this group by the name Dumbledore's Army. Harry notices in that period that Dumbledore avoids him completely. Every time he tries to go to him or talk to him, he leaves him and walks quickly. He does not understand. He behaves like this. Why? The next day, the student Neville knows that there is a magic room in Hogwarts that appears only when someone needs it. Its name is the Room of Requirement. This room appeared to them when they were looking for a secret place to train in it without Umbridge knowing. Indeed, they begin training there. In the first lesson, Harry begins to explain to them the importance of self-defense, that they must learn correctly because the Ministry covers up the truth. He began to teach them the first defense spell, which is Expelliarmus. This is a spell to disarm the enemy. This was from the most spells that Harry used throughout the past years. Of course, the students are very excited. After them, actually, the first time he succeeds in executing a spell like Neville, who began to improve. All of them are proud of him. Harry is sleeping. He dreams that he is a snake. He attacks Arthur. So he wakes up from sleep terrified. When the teachers know the vision that he saw, they take him quickly to Dumbledore because he tells it to him. When Dumbledore hears this talk, he is shocked because Harry's dream indeed came true. The snake attacked Arthur, but they caught him at the last moment before he dies. Here, Dumbledore confirms that there is a magic link between Harry and Voldemort, meaning Voldemort can see and hear through Harry's mind and vice versa. Because of that, Dumbledore decides to begin to teach Harry special spells named Occlumency because he closes his mind in front of Voldemort, does not let anyone penetrate his thoughts. He chooses Snape because he teaches Harry this matter. Snape sits with Harry in private. He tells him that when Voldemort tried to kill him, he was young. He transferred part of his soul inside him. Because of that, there is a common link between them. They must break this link because Voldemort stops controlling his mind. Snape begins with him the training, but it is very harsh on Harry. But Snape is not merciful to him at all. Increases the training because he sees that pressure on him is the only way, because he breaks the link that is between Lord Voldemort and between him. After a period, they discover that Voldemort freed the Death Eaters, his followers, from Azkaban prison. Among them, an evil witch named Bellatrix. This is the cousin of Sirius Black. Also, we know that Bellatrix used the forbidden torture spell on the father and mother of Neville until she made them lose their minds completely. They are not aware of what is happening around them. This, of course, by orders from Voldemort. The days pass. We see that Harry and his friends are still continuing the training in the secret room until one day Umbridge catches them, takes them to Dumbledore. She tells them that they made a secret army behind them, named it Dumbledore's Army, because Dumbledore does not want any one of them to be punished, so he throws the charge on himself. At that time, the minister decides to send him to Azkaban prison, but Dumbledore tells him that it is impossible he goes to a place like this. Suddenly, Dumbledore disappears from in front of them. From that moment, the minister decides to appoint Umbridge, the new headmistress of Hogwarts School, gives her all the authorities because she does what she wants in the school. One day, Harry goes to continue training with Snape. He is already unable. He asks him to have mercy on him because the training is very difficult. So Snape tells him that he is a coward like his father, keeps insulting his father a bit. Of course, Harry becomes angry, uses the same spell, enters inside Snape's mind. Here is the shock because he sees an old memory of his father James. He is young while he is bullying Snape, humiliating him in the middle of the whole school. Here Harry discovers why Snape hates his father, hates him. He also liked this. The next day, Harry sees a vision of Voldemort. He is imprisoning Sirius. He is torturing him in the Ministry. So Harry decides in that moment to go to the Ministry because he saves him. Hermione and Ron and Ginny and Luna and Neville decide to go with him. When they enter the Ministry building, they keep walking until they reach the Department of Mysteries. There, they find the room that Harry saw in the vision, but Sirius is not present. Also, they find a magic orb in it, a prophecy about Harry and Voldemort. This prophecy says that there is a boy will be born at the end of July. He will have the power that he defeats the Dark Lord, who is Voldemort. One of them must die at the hand of the other because they both cannot live. Suddenly, a large number of Death Eaters appear in front of them. Their leader is Lucius Malfoy, who is also the father of Draco. Their goal, that they take the prophecy from Harry because he is the only one who could see it and find it. A very violent battle happens. Also, Bellatrix appears, begins to fight them. It becomes clear that Sirius is not present in the place. But Voldemort tricked Harry's mind, deluded him that his godfather is present because he comes to save him. Of course, Harry and his friends try to escape, but they fail. So they had to enter a very big magic battle. During moments, the Order of the Phoenix arrive at them because they help them. Among them, Sirius. A big battle happens between the Death Eaters and the Order of the Phoenix. During the fighting, the prophecy breaks. Suddenly, Bellatrix appears. She hits Sirius with the spell Avada Kedavra. With deep regret, he dies immediately. Of course, Harry is in a state of shock, does not believe that the person he loves most in his life died in front of his eyes. So he keeps screaming at the top of his voice. He is heartbroken. Here, Harry, the anger possesses him. So he runs out. He runs after Bellatrix because he kills her. But he cannot do that. In that moment, Voldemort appears next to him. He is going to kill Harry. But Dumbledore arrives at the last moment. An epic magic confrontation begins between him and between Voldemort using water magic and fire and glass. It appears that Dumbledore is very strong. During the fighting, the minister arrives with the rest of the ministers. As soon as they see Voldemort in front of them, they are shocked and a shock of their life. They finally realize and believe that he returned anew. So quickly, Voldemort disappears from the place. After a period, we know that Dumbledore returned headmaster of the school again. Umbridge was transferred to investigation. One day, Harry sits with Dumbledore because he knows why he was avoiding him throughout the past period. So Dumbledore informs him that he is the first one who discovered that there is a strong magic link between him and between Voldemort. This link made him able to feel Voldemort's feelings and even see sometimes through his eyes. Dumbledore was afraid that Voldemort exploits this link because he controls Harry or spies on them through his mind. So he decided to stay away from Harry because he does not attract Voldemort's attention more. He began to avoid direct communication because he does not give Voldemort a chance to use the link against him. The fifth part of the movie ends. Thank you for watching.